So here we are at the FY23 mentoring program. My name is John Cleveland. Some of you may even recognize my name from an email that you've received from me. And I am so happy that you're joining us for our 5th annual cohort of our program. Over the years, this program has continued to grow, and this is our largest cohort yet. We have 56 participants with 28 mentees from 11 agencies and 27 mentors from 13 different agencies. And as Larry was sharing, we have expanded to a regional program across the state. So thank you all so much for joining us this morning. As you can see, we have a packed schedule for our kickoff today. We're going to start off with a quick icebreaker. We're going to then talk about the program goals as well as the responsibilities and expectations for both mentees and mentors. Then we're going to look at the upcoming guided training sessions this year that we have planned for you. We will then go to some breakout rooms for our concurrent training sessions with our mentees joining me for an introduction to Clifton Strengths. And then our mentors will go join my really good friend, Andrea Sapone, for some great training about how to be a fantastic mentor. After lunch, we're going to talk about competencies as well as resources that we've gathered for you, and then wrap up with time set aside for mentees to talk with their mentors about their own personal goals. So as promised, we're going to start off with some introductions. I'd like to hear, what name would you like to be known by? Which agency are you representing this morning? If you're a mentee or a mentor, as Larry said, we have quite a few returning mentors, which is always just such an amazing opportunity. So if you happen to be a returning cadre, just let us know. And then I'd like to, on the silver lining, what is something positive, something that was good that came out of the pandemic that you would hope would be able to continue? And I'm going to start us off, and then we're going to popcorn around the room with whoever happens to grab the mic next. So my name is John. I'm from the Federal Executive Board. And while I'm not exactly a mentee or a mentor, I do learn a lot from every cohort as the program manager. And perhaps one of the best benefits that came out of the pandemic for me was online orderings at the stores, and then just having them bring them out to you the car. That has been just a huge time saver for me. So I'll go ahead and kick it out and see who wants to grab the mic next.
Hi, John. I'm Gretchen Estes. I'm with NGA, and I am a mentor. And a silver lining from I think you hit a classic one for me. Just the ability to make a order, go and pick it up whenever, has been awesome. But I would say the interactions you have with people at work now, as opposed, since NGA is 2 flagpoles, and understanding and the better communication between the 2 flagpoles has improved, and I hope it continues. And thank you so much for having me.
Hey, good morning. My name is Brian Spees. I'm from USCIS, specifically National Record Center in Lee Summit, Missouri. I'm a mentor this go around, and the silver lining for me is I really like how it has forced us to build out the virtual environment to make us actually, in my opinion, much more efficient in a lot of the processes that we do. So that's my silver lining, and thank you. I appreciate it.
Dave Murray. I'm also with USCIS PMO, National Record Center, and I'm a mentor. And I think this is either my 4th or 5th year doing this. And my silver lining is going remote has allowed us to expand our team. We have great members from out of Florida, out of Colorado, and out of Washington State. So it's been a wonderful thing for us.
Hi,
Hey,
this is
good
Jim.
morning. My name is.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, Jim. Hey, it's Scott Royster. I'm with
Hey, Scott.
USDA. I'm with the Farm Production and Conservation Business Center in Kansas City. I'm a second-time mentor, and I would say the one thing I think is the silver lining is the improvement in technology that we've gotten to be able to work remotely. So even though we teleworked before, the technology really wasn't sufficient to allow us to do everything we needed to do.
All
Your turn,
right.
Jim.
Okay, thanks, Scott.
Thanks.
My name is Jim McAfee. I'm with USCIS at the National Records Center, and this is my third year being a part of this program, which I really enjoy. Still keep in touch with the other mentees, so looking forward to building another relationship, good networking relationship with mentees, et cetera. And I will, I guess the remote work is, I know it's going to get mentioned a lot, but it really has made a difference with having the ability to hire from all over the United States. It expands your talent pool, and at the same time, it lets you work remotely from different locations as well. So it's much more flexible and not as restrictive. And I think it really helps with the morale of the team as well. So welcome everyone, and have a great day.
Hi, I'm Catherine Cole. I'm with the U.S. Department of Agriculture, also with Farm Production and Conservation Mission Area. I have not served as a mentor in this program, but have been very active in the FEB and had the opportunity to be a mentor in other organizations and a mentee. This time I'll be serving as a mentor. The silver lining for me is that the pandemic really allowed clarity, I think, for myself and our team on work-life balance and how much time we were spending, as we've talked about, working remote, commuting and things, time you didn't realize you were spending until you got it back being in a remote environment. So that's been the silver lining for me.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Inessa Stepanenko. I am with USCIS, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services National Benefits Center. The duty station is in Lee Summit, Missouri. However, I am working remotely from San Antonio, Texas. A wonderful time to start remote work during the winter time. I am a first-time mentee in the program. And the silver lining for me is being able to spend quality time with family and finding the work-life balance after the pandemic. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning. My name is Rhonda Anthony. I am with the USDA FPAC agency as well, and the Grants and Agreements Division. I am a first-time mentor with this program, and my silver lining would be that I had more time to spend with my family, and we were able to get a dog that we love dearly because I did not have time before. And I would also agree that the remote work and the capabilities of technology have come a long way and have allowed us to have better conversations remotely than we were able to before. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Martinique Lewis. I go by Marty. I'm with Drug Enforcement Administration. This is my first time participating in the program as a mentee. I'm really excited about this. My silver lining with the pandemic is just taking time to appreciate each day and just be thankful. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Roberta Coombs, and I'm like a third-time mentee or mentor for this program. I love this program. And I would say my silver lining is just the time you get back from remote work. It's amazing how much time you spend commuting and things. So I think that's the big silver lining. And I love how far technology has come to make telework more useful for all of us.
Hi, my name is Greg Rosenberg. I work for the Federal Aviation Administration. I am a mentor and first-time mentor. And I would say the silver lining is, I agree with what many people have already said, that getting the time back, it's very nice to wake up and go from the bedroom to the coffee maker to the office. And my puppies are more happy that I'm home more often, and just really seeing how this technology and how we have adapted to this changing environment. And I think we've become more efficient in many ways. So that's been kind of cool. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Eric Daniels. I work with the Federal Emergency Management Agency here in Kansas City, Missouri for Region 7. This is my first time being a mentee, and I'm going to hop on the same thing. Like, I apologize. It's the same thing everyone's been talking about the pandemic, about working remotely. Prior to having this occupation, I had something that was completely different, to where I was driving about 2,000 miles a month for doing sales and distribution work. And I can tell you, it's a massive variance, complete driving everywhere compared to literally being able to, like Greg said, hop it out of bed and then go right to your computer, which is like maybe 12 feet away. Not only has my car has been able to being also, I was able to get this done before gas prices decided to take a massive hike. But I'm excited for what this has to bring forth to the table, and I look forward to talking with everyone soon. Thanks.
My name is David Gervino. I'm with FEMA. I'm a mentor, been in the program a few years. And I would say the silver lining for me is that we've been able to recognize and appreciate the importance of human interaction connection. Thank you.
Good morning, team. My name is Alvin Perez Cruz. I work for the Veterans Health Administration, specifically the VA Medical Center at Leavenworth, as a systems redesign specialist. I am a mentor this year, and my silver lining is that the increase in remote access has expanded services for our veterans at the VA hospital. So that's been a huge advantage. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Carrie Bass. I come to the program from the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. I am a mentor, and my silver lining from the pandemic, to piggyback on a lot of people's commentary, is the ability to telework has really increased our work-life balance, and that's enabled us to accomplish our work more efficiently and be able to enjoy some more time at home with family and friends. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Matt.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, my name's Tiandre Miller. I work with the VHA, specifically in Kansas City at the Kansas City VA Medical Center. I am, however, in human resources, so I don't work on site at the actual medical center. This is my first year with the federal government. I've been here for a little over a year, and this is my first time with the program. I am a mentee, and I, again, like everybody else, I'm going to piggyback and say my silver lining for the pandemic was just being able to find more of a work-life balance. So I am excited to start the program, and I look forward to meeting each of you at some point.
Yeah, hi everybody. This is Matt Jones. I'm with the Army Corps of Engineers in the St. Louis district. I'm located in St. Louis, but I sit right on the Illinois side of the Mississippi River. This will be my first year in the program. I'll be serving as a mentor this year. And I think my silver lining was, it's a little different, it's a little selfish, but me and my wife bought a new house during the pandemic in 2020. And I think that was in part because we started both teleworking from the same side bedroom for a while. And I didn't know if I was going to make it. She might have killed me if we'd went too much longer. So we bought a little bit bigger house. And so there's a lot of exciting things going on. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tanya Radoncic, and I am with the Kansas City VA, registered nurse in the primary care. I will be serving as a mentor this year, and the silver lining, actually, I'm piggyback to what Alvin said from Leavenworth VA. The remote work provided and increased actually access to our veterans in the healthcare. So I'm looking forward to work on a project, a continuous project this year to increase the remote work in the healthcare. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jennifer Murphy. I'm from the Kansas City Veterans Administration. I'm here this year as a mentee, and I would say a silver lining for me during the pandemic is just very thankful that we all actually was able to continue working from home, providing for our family, taking that step to look back and appreciate family more, and just being able to maintain through the pandemic, buy new houses, new cars, things of that nature. You hear a lot about people that lost their jobs and things of that nature, and just very thankful that we all online here were able to just pass through the pandemic greatly. Have a good day.
Hi, my name is Karen Lang. I am from the USDA Center for Animal Welfare. I'm a mentee for the first time. Silver lining, I definitely agree with Jennifer. And probably the other one I would mention is I have been able to lose 40 pounds because I don't forget my healthy lunch.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning. I'm Christina Salvador. I'm with the National Spatial Intelligence Agency. I am a mentor for this program. Looking to serve in every role. Being that this is my first year joining the program. The silver lining is a lot mentioned the telework, the flexibility, but also then said that we flex adaptable has significantly increased is silver lining for me.
Hi, I'm Christina Whitney. I'm with the Army Corps of Engineers, also out of the St. Louis district, although I do sit on the Missouri side of the river. This is my first time as a mentee, and I'm really excited because I do a lot of work with other agencies. So I'm very interested in the mentor-mentee relationship across agencies. And I would say, like several other people, my silver lining has been that it's been a lot easier to stay connected with my family during the pandemic. They're all over the country. And so with Zoom being more accessible and Skype and virtual meetings, we've been able to do a lot of virtual birthday parties. And I've been able to see all of my cousins and nieces and nephews growing up in a way that I don't think would have been possible even a few years ago.
Hi, my name is Anthony Salmons. I'm with the National Archives and Records Administration, and it's first-time mentee in Kansas City here. So my silver lining would probably be the chance to getting to work remotely and also spending more time with my wife. Thank you.
Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Brian Meadows. I'm with the Transportation Security Administration, and I am a second-time mentor in the program. My silver lining to my agency is that we were able to keep everybody employed and that we have been able to explore greater technology with our training capabilities. So, welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Angelina Hunley. I'm with the Department of Veterans Affairs, specifically the Kansas City VA Medical Center. I am a first-time mentee. And the silver lining of the pandemic, I think, is having the ability to spend quality time with loved ones and watching life slow down a little bit, taking time to smell the roses, doing a little bit more recycling, and then kind of watching my community come together as a whole. Thank you.
Hi, my
Hey, good
name
morning,
is.
everyone.
Oh,
Go ahead.
thank you. My name is Christina Selkert, and I am a mental health nurse educator with the VA hospital in Kansas City. And I am a mentee. And I would say that silver lining, I've confirmed that I'm definitely not cut out to be a teacher. Initially trying to teach kids from home. But in all seriousness, I agree. The ability to telework, I do that just part-time. But as someone else mentioned also, I think it was great that we've been able to expand telehealth options for our veterans as well. Thank you.
Hey, good morning. My name is Captain Ryan Batchelor, United States Navy. Everyone calls me Batch. I hail from Defense Contract Management Agency stationed at Boeing St. Louis. I'm a first-time mentor in the program. Silver lining of the pandemic for me is just that acknowledgement by employers that work-life balance is not just important, but that it's critical. Thanks.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, everyone.
My name
Oh,
is
go
Angela
ahead.
Turner, and I work at the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency here in St. Louis. I am a first-time mentee, and my silver lining, I have to second what was already said with regards to telemedicine. My son frequents hospitals, and so it has been life-changing to be able to do some of those medical appointments via telemedicine and eliminating having to drive to the different hospitals. So that's my silver lining, and I look forward to working with you all.
Hi, my name is Mary Jane Scorch, and I'm also with NGA here in St. Louis. I live on the other side of the river in Illinois. First time mentee for this program. I'm looking forward to it. The big silver lining for me is the telework aspect and able to have the 8 hours plus per week back of my life that I spent in a vehicle. So I'm thankful for that.
Hi, my name is Faith Gillum. I work for the National Archives and Records Administration. This is my first year as a mentee, and the big highlights for me from the pandemic is that I get furry coworkers now. So I get to be home with my cats, as many of you mentioned, and no inclement weather driving was my favorite. Thank you.
Good morning. This is Heidi Terrell, and I am with the Internal Revenue Service. I am a supervisory tax examining technician for a team, and this is my first year as a mentee with this program. My silver lining would be working together as a team and with teams and overcoming adversities together.
Hello, my name is.
Go ahead, Richard.
Oh, this is Richard White. I work with FEMA here in Region 7. This is my first year as a mentor. I think one of the silver linings has given us the ability to connect with more people. However, I do believe, at least in our profession, there's still a component of us needing to still work with people face to face. So kind of mixed feelings on it. That's all I have.
Hi, this is James Fotopoulos with GSA, and out of Region 6, so out of Kansas City. I am a mentor. I was a mentor last year, and so I figured I'd do it again. I have a lot of fun speaking with people, and especially those that are starting out in their federal career. Maybe they've been there for a couple of years, and maybe they just need somebody to rejuvenate them or give them a little coaching. So silver lining as far as the pandemic goes, you all are saying it, having the ability to telework from home, shorter commute, more time with your family. So I'm glad that everybody's kind of taking advantage of that, because not only does it save you time, but it also saves on space, which is what GSA concentrates on. And so we're taking the opportunity to reduce space. And then obviously when you're not paying all your money in rent, you can hire more people to do the work. So it's a kind of a win-win for everybody. Thanks.
My name is Sean Moore, and I am the infectious disease care coordinator at the Kansas City VA. It's my first day back in my office because I was on the inpatient nurse manager role for 4 months. Dr. White is my mentor, so I'm a mentee. I'm in the FELD program, so a little bit of experience with John and Larry. And I would say, as infectious disease care coordinator, the silver lining of the pandemic is that people got to stay home a little more and get to know their families.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Anna Myers, and I work for Region 7. I will be a mentor this year. I'm a mentor for multiple years with the Federal Executive Board, and I really enjoy this opportunity. So I'm so excited about that. The silver lining, there's quite a few different silver linings I've identified. So the technical improvements in the federal government going to a COVID or a telework environment has been advantageous and at times for the federal government, then also advantageous in your home and personal life. So those are some great silver linings that I found. I also feel like I've got a little bit more time given back to me with cutting down on my commute. So great stuff. Have a great day.
Joseph with FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency. I am a mentee this year, and the silver lining that I think sticks out for me is that it gave me the space to heal. With us being removed from physical locations, it allowed me to really process what was important to me, my health, and to take care of me first so I could take care of others better. And I appreciated it more than most will know. But I think it also, I know I'm not the only one where mental health became a real discussion, and people started to take action, both as individuals and as a community.
Good morning. My name is Wanda Nash, and I am with the Federal Aviation Administration and Human Resources Benefits Operations Center. And I am a mentee. This is my first year in the program. Also, I think what has been helpful is the open season fairs that we used to hold in the federal building in Kansas City, Missouri. I was with the Social Security Administration at that time. So everything is now virtual, and that has been a blessing not to have to haul boxes down to the room. But in addition, I am working remotely for the Kansas City FAA in Cincinnati, Ohio, and also being able to care for my mom. I'm excited about the program and look forward to what there is to come.
Good morning. My name is Laura Sa'o. I'm from USCIS, and I'm a first-time mentee. My silver lining is along the lines with what a lot of people have been saying, just the flexibility in general in work life and home life.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Keith Jones. I am a mentor, graduate of the program. So it's either the third or fourth year. So I've been around for a little bit. I work for Department of Housing and Urban Development. The acronym is HUD. And I enjoy, I've actually been a virtual employee for about 12 years. So when we transitioned due to COVID, it was nice to see the majority of the rest of the federal agencies come on board with something that had already been available, but each agency hasn't really taken advantage of it. I just like the fact that we all can be the best versions of ourselves because we get to spend time with those we love and also work with each other virtually or in person. So looking forward to meeting and working with you guys. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Laura. I work at USCIS at the NRC. I'm a mentor, first-time mentor for here. And then silver lining of COVID has, it's going to sound bad, but I get to stay at home more. I actually found out that I had psoriatic arthritis, so it's helped me to actually overcome some of that and allow me to still work.
So I think we've heard from most everyone. Does anyone still need to grab the mic and introduce themselves? So if you haven't seen the, oh, I apologize. Somebody would you come on mic?
Keisha and Rose, actually we're together in a room, but this is Rose Yates, and I work with Region 7 FEMA, and I'm a first-time mentee, and my silver lining is also my nemesis, which is my refrigerator. So, and I'm going to turn this over to Keisha.
Good morning. This is Keisha Kimball Anderson. I work for FEMA Region 7 in Kansas City, and I agree with a lot of the comments that were made regarding the technology. It's a lot better for outreach and communicating better with applicants and also families.
Thank you so much. Emma asked me to introduce her. So Emma Smazinski is in the office today, and it's a little bit loud, so she asked me to introduce her. She's a mentee this year with USCIS National Benefit Center. Her silver lining is people actually taking time off when they're sick and no longer coming to work sick, which is just great. And if you haven't had a chance to kind of scroll through the chat, a few people chose to introduce themselves here, as well as add some additional information. So thank you all so much. It is awesome to hear how many, not only how many agencies are represented, but just how we've come through the pandemic, and not only our agencies have gotten better and more agile, and we're able to hire from across the country, but that we are also becoming better ourselves and taking that pause and evaluating what is truly important in our lives. So we're going to switch gears, and we're going to take just a couple of minutes to talk through the Interagency Mentoring Program goals, along with the responsibilities and expectations for both mentees and mentors. So here we have our goals, and we're going to have our mentees are going to work with their mentors to develop some sort of goal that they'd like to work on during our 9-month program. And we even have some time built in at the end of today's schedule to begin those conversations. We want to help enhance your level of communication, both in the workplace as well as your personal lives. And we even have 2 sessions dedicated just to communications. And one is specifically designed to help you start those really hard conversations. And as Larry was sharing, many agencies do have their own mentoring program. Part of what sets us apart is that we invite and we intentionally pair people from different agencies. And that has a couple of great benefits, because you get to see what's the pace of business like, and how does communication flow in different agencies. It provides you with unique perspectives on how different agencies can approach or solve the same issue in a different way. HUD is most likely going to approach things far differently than DEA. And the program is here to provide you with just more tools to help you solve problems. In an effort to help cultivate a continuous learning culture, we have 4 guided learning sessions with content, and we balance that with unscripted time for mentees and mentors to continue to meet, and that time is set aside to discuss progress towards goals that we've set, or maybe some challenges that we've come up against, as well as explore additional and relevant topics. And sometimes something is going to come up, and is going to get in the way of reaching your goals, whether it be personal or professional. And over the next 9 months, there's a good chance that something is going to happen. It's going to escalate. And when that happens, this program is going to provide you with someone with that unique viewpoint to discuss your approach and your next steps, along with some concrete skills and tools that you'll be able to use to reevaluate and approach it. For our mentors, we expect our mentors to help their mentees take that step back from their situation and view the bigger picture, to consider what options, resources are available to address an issue. As your mentee shares their situation, their progress, be that empathetic and objective sounding board, providing feedback and encouragement so that they can take that next step in their journey. We expect, to offer and share your skills, your knowledge and advice on how you may have faced similar challenges, recognizing each situation is going to be unique, and there's going to be a variety of interceding factors like technology, the people involved, culture, and The solution that you may have used may not be the best fit or right approach, but it could be, a good starting point for a conversation. And then we want you to maintain open communications with mentees. If something needs to be rescheduled, something comes up that interferes with your ability to mentor, please let them know. Probably one of the most challenging things is when you have a great relationship and then all of a sudden somebody just goes radio silent. You feel like you've been ghosted, and there's no need for that. We're all grown up, so just say, hey, something came up. We're going to get back to it, I promise. For our mentees, we want you to set 1, maybe 2 goals that you'd like to work on during the program. We want you to determine some clear and obtainable learning by setting those SMART goals, the specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. We expect our mentees to initiate the scheduling for mentoring sessions and communicate if there's a need to reschedule one. And also along that lines, please make sure that you keep your supervisor in the loop. When we have our scheduled training sessions for the program, including that leadership panel and graduation, which you are welcome to invite them to attend, as well as when and how often you plan to be meeting with your mentor. We anticipate and expect you to complete your homework and coursework in a way that demonstrates that you're truly invested in this program and it helps you reach those goals. And that first one was, completing your Clifton Strengths Finder. We want this program to help you grow as an individual in your career. And there's a difference between sharing relevant events and situations that led up to where you are today. And we want you to do so in a way that you can move forward versus simply ruminating on the past or telling war stories of the glory days. Your mentor is here to provide you with another perspective on your situation and offer his or her thoughts without judgment. There's no need to be argumentative or contentious. We're here to help you. Your mentor is here to help you. And then understand that participation in this program does not guarantee or imply a promotion or qualifications for a promotion. This is to help you become better at what you do and who you are. Does anybody have any questions or comments on what we've just talked about for mentees and mentors?
Yes, this is Keith Jones. I know, well, I'll just speak from my perspective. We're accustomed to meeting in person, so it's just like a different venue of communication. Was just curious as how you, I think I'll just be quiet and let you do your flow. I'm in my teacher thought, so I'm just going to be quiet. So thank you.
I say, Keith, please be willing to share that if you have great information or questions or clarifications that you'd like to have. Welcome that.
It was just more so from the standpoint of how we're going to navigate the version of as if we're in person versus that we are actually doing everything online.
That is a great question and a great point. This is a program that is set up to be 100% virtual, which means that we don't have the same opportunity to gather together. And there are a host of tools available to us, whether you want to meet with FaceTime calls, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, any number of collaboration tools that you and your mentee are able to utilize together, or the old school, just pick up the phone. There's a great opportunity, but I want to leave that flexibility there for you to be able to figure that out. And we do set aside a little bit of time at the end of each of our planned sessions for learning. So if you have challenges, please feel free to reach out to me separately, and we can look at what we can do for you. Okay. Thank you, Levita. Feel free to jump in the chat as well. It says, are there any guidelines for how often we will be expected to meet with our mentor mentee monthly outside of the scope of the summer months on the calendar. Great question, Levita. So this is, again, that flexibility of how often do you feel you need to meet. Some like to meet, every week for short periods of time, like 30 minutes. Other folks like to connect maybe monthly and have a longer meeting. So it depends on what's going on for both sides. And I'll leave that to you and your mentor and mentees pairings, but there's not a formal expectation that you must meet at least 30 minutes every week. That we don't have that. We set it aside so that that you can have that flexibility. Some months you'll meet more than others. Does that help you at all?
Yes, it does. If you can tell me like what the average people have been doing in the past, what does that look like?
Okay. I will actually lean on my returning mentor cadre because I honestly I have not heard a whole lot on that side. But what's the average that you all have met with your mentees outside of our guided learning?
This is Roberta. I meet every 2 weeks for an hour.
Hello, this is Anna Myers. Mine's pretty consistent with what Roberta just stated, every 2 weeks for about an hour of time.
This is Catherine Cole, and I haven't done it in this program, but that's generally what I've done also starting out, and with the opportunity to reevaluate after you're about a month in or so, depending on how long your mentor program is.
This is Chris. Go ahead, Keith.
This is Keith Jones. I've done the 2 weeks. Initially, I offer additional time because in the beginning, you don't know what you don't know. And so it kind of gives a chance to get the nerves out of the way and get past the need to impress, because it's really about the mentee growing. So I just offer a few extra sessions in the front end and then relax it to 2 weeks after that.
Thanks, Keith. Hey, this is Chris McCrory. This is my second year with FEB. I kind of piggyback what they all say. It's usually every 2 weeks for about an hour. But then as we get steamrolling and whatever they're working on, I kind of have an open book policy where I set up an open chat on Teams where they have a question that they can just reach out to me however often it's needed. If it's a minute, just responding. So it just kind of culminates on what the mentees are needing.
All right. It is exciting to hear there is a lot of consistency from a variety of our mentors. That is really cool. Thank you all so much for sharing. Any other questions at this time? All right. Well, if you come up with an idea like, man, I wish I had that question, feel free to email me later. I'm always available and can help you with any number of things. So thank you for those who asked questions. I'm sure those were not the only people who had those questions. So I appreciate your boldness. So this program only gets better when we hear from you. So I have the final responsibility from everyone that I like to put up front is feedback about the program. The virtual portion of this does provide a lot of flexibility, and you're welcome to provide that feedback throughout our program. We're also, I've got a full feedback brainstorming session for the next year that's held after our graduation and leadership panel. So I also invite you to share at that point. So that brings us to our what we got scheduled for you. And our first, of course, is our kickoff sessions. And here shortly, we're going to split into our breakout groups, where the mentees are going to join me for an overview of Clifton strengths, and our mentors are going to receive some great training from OPM Center for Leadership Development folks. So in February, I'm going to facilitate difficult conversations, which is, I like to call it Crucial Conversations Light. And it's focused on getting you started with the conversation. And then in March, we're going to have OPM's very own staff acquisition group is going to provide resume coaching, a resume workshop, along with a one-on-one resume review for our mentees. And then our final scheduled program training is going to be, I'll facilitate a DISC profile, which is something you'll be able to complete online for free. I will send out that link later. And then how we can use those results to communicate with others in ways that help us get results and build an awareness of how you project your strengths out into the world. And then following these 4 guided sessions, we're going to have several months of independent mentor-mentee meetings where our pairings will continue to meet on their own, discussing any progress, challenges, in meeting those goals. And then finally, we wrap up our program with the graduation and senior leadership panel, along with a program feedback schedule that I just mentioned. So it is a very exciting, very packed program, and I'm so happy you're here with us. Any questions before we take a break?
Yes, this is Keith. I would like to say, John, I really appreciate your style of teaching. The mentees are going to find out that you're very passionate about the program, and it shows as how many of us mentees have become mentors, and because we just enjoy the program from your leadership style.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, this is James Topoulos. I was just going to say, in conjunction with like the resume building and assistance, I'm not sure if you're going to go over like interviewing, because that could be a struggle as well.
Excellent question, James. Thanks so much. We will certainly look into potentially adding that as an optional.
This is Roberta. Last year, I will say that I used some of my mentoring, some of the other mentors, and I had a mentee who wanted some interviewing, and we did, some of you were gracious enough, and we did actual interview, a mock interview with her, and it was very successful. So if you guys have a mentee who wants to do something like that, I think some of the other mentors are willing to do that.
Thank you, Roberta. Okay, well, let's take about a 9-minute break, and then we're going to do our concurrent sessions with mentees joining me in one breakout room, and our mentors will go to a different one. But we'll come back at 10. Please give me a couple of minutes as I work on setting up our breakout rooms.